Snowflakes fall like teardrops, even though they're not the same. Snowflakes melt when they fall right into my hands. She left me, and now I like winter so cold. How could we fall off? I like summers. How what I'm sprung off is nothing at all. No, snowflakes fall like teardrops, even though they're not the same. Snowflakes melt when they fall right into my hand. Snowflakes fall like teardrops, even though they're not the same.
What's going on, girl?
Snowflakes fall right from my eyes into my hand. Didn't want to, but I still miss you. I hate that it's this way. I can't help it, I'm bitter, cause you can't wipe these tears from my face. No, snowflakes fall like teardrops, even though they're not the same. Snowflakes melt when they fall right into my hand. Snowflakes fall like teardrops, even though they're not the same. Snowflakes fall right from my eyes into my hands. Do you miss me, baby? Yes, I miss you, baby. 'Cause I know. Baby, it's cold outside. Wish I was there with you.
What up, Erica?
Viewer discretion is advised.
What's going on, everybody? I do that shit all the fucking yo. Alright. Want to welcome everybody else to Bill We Vibe. I'm your boy Cobain. That is Draper Winston.
I am.
Fucking Wednesday. Shit.
You plural. What up, everybody? What up, everybody?
Yo.
Everybody's.
Everybody's. What up, everybody's?
Women and children.
What up,
going on,
everybody's?
everybody's?
What up, everybody's?
Shit.
He should have it.
All right. Hey, how's your day going, bro?
Man, it's Wednesday. We making it happen, man. I'm here in the building, man. You know, getting through the week. The week been going by kind of slow, but it's been going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's been going, but it's going by kind of slow. But
Yeah.
man, it's fucking Wednesday. You know what I'm saying?
It is. You know, I will say, I'm gonna have to woosah, like take some sedatives or some shit, because I mean, I'm a little bit on edge. You know, obviously, you know, I have a deadline to meet.
Right.
You know, with Love Cobain dropping Valentine's Day, and so you know the tedious like writing and you know mixing and all that other
Right.
and then you know people still want to hang out and go out places, and I'm gonna have to tell them like, look, goddammit, look,
You in album mode, brother. You in
fucking,
album mode.
I can't do shit until after fucking Valentine's Day. All this time is devoted to that.
Yeah.
You know, so as y'all can tell by the fucking intro, I'm a little off right now. I'm a little off. But we're gonna get through it. All right. Today.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I don't want to say, you know, it's a little heavy, but a little nostalgic. That's the first SAT word I'll say. It's a little nostalgic, just simply because of what today is. It's a 2-year, well, you know, the second. I don't want to say, it ain't no fucking anniversary. It's not an anniversary. So
Don't say anniversary.
I'm not. So it's,
Don't say
you know,
anniversary.
It's two, like,
No, don't say
it's
that.
been. It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years, you know, since Kobe Bean Bryant, you know, and the other, what, 5, 6, 7?
Yeah,
people?
it was about 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah, you know, the other 5, 6, you know, 6 or 7 people, you know, passed away in a helicopter crash. You know, we still remember, you know, one of the greatest legends, you know, to ever, you know, touch the basketball.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. I mean, you got to put him up there with the legends. You got to mention his name. You got to mention his name in the legends.
See,
you know?
look, this picture tells a lot. This picture tells a lot. So where I put him on my list, roughly around like a little 4 plus 2. 4 plus 2 right there. There you go. There
Is
you
that
go.
where you put him?
There you go.
You put him right around number 6.
Right around 6.
So who's your front 5? Who's your front 5?
I mean, obviously,
If you put him number 6, who's your front 5?
obviously, Brun.
And now, is this in a
this
in a particular order?
no particular order except for the first name that I say. So,
This nigga, man. I want to know. Go ahead. I gotta hear this. Give me. I need to 5.
so you got Brun,
Okay.
Jordan, you got Kareem.
Okay.
I mean, you can go Magic, maybe. You know, Shaq is definitely up there.
Top 5?
Yeah, bro.
You put Shaquille at top 5?
Most dominant, bro. I mean,
Shaquille O'Neal.
yeah,
Top 5.
Yeah, yeah.
Shaq.
With the bouncing ball and everything.
With the basketball.
Yes.
You better put me in. I feel like he had like a huge underbite. You better put me in number 5 or
No.
number 3. I
It
should
just
be number 1.
It just seemed like he's on muscle relaxers and X all the fucking day.
Just feel like that bottom lip just doesn't ever want to just. It feel like it has a mind of its own. That bottom lip.
See, Kobe never passed the ball to me, and that's why I wanted to go to Miami. And then let me tell you something.
To Miami.
See, when you're talking about the Los Angeles, let me tell you something. All of them are just they're just idiots. Hey, Kenny, they just idiots. Kenny, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. Ron Artest should not have. He should have been. Let me tell you something. And then Kenny always come in. Here's the thing.
Is it? His knock needed ass.
So look, he always come in like, you know, like the educated, like, you know, just that little pause. See, here's the thing. When you have too many front court players,
He be using all the basketball terminology, you know. When they pin him down on the backside of the basketball court, you know, I'm like, just say the court, brother. We can understand where it is, but you got to say everything, though, Kenny.
I know. Oh no, Chad. We were just throwing it out there because, you know, obviously, you know, we're celebrating Kobe right now. This is, you know, year 2 since, you know, since it's under my it's going by fast,
It's been
bro.
2 years.
2
since that
years.
happened?
So I, you know, me said like them saying like, you know, whether I rank him, you know, hey, his number was 24, so I put 4 and 2 together. Is, you know, he's number 6 all the time. But let me just ask you. I mean, if you can remember, obviously, you know, we don't want to dwell on it too long. But
Yeah.
Pause.
That's a good catch. Good catch right there.
Where were you when you got that news?
Where was I when I got the news of Kobe Bryant? Man, I was at my house. And I was cooking because it happened kind of early, like in the afternoon-ish
Yeah.
for us. Like
Yeah.
it happened in the afternoonish time for us. So I was in my kitchen, and I think I had just got done working out, and I was fixing myself something to eat. Was in the kitchen. And my wife, she just started screaming, not necessarily screaming, but she was like, "Oh my God." She just yelled like, "Oh my gosh." I was like, I said, "What's wrong?" And so, of course, she showed me the picture that TMZ had put up, you know, that Kobe Bryant had passed away.
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, nah, this TMZ is not quite real yet. You know what I'm saying? It's like
the funny thing about all this shit is that certain things put in like, nah, fuck that, it ain't real yet.
yeah, for sure. Like you just, and especially from the source, it's like, nah, fuck that shit.
What the fuck Yahoo know about shit? That
Like,
shit ain't real
look,
yet.
like, come on now, ABC got it, man. Fuck that. No, they don't be talking about shit. You know, like we just be discrediting motherfuckers. It's like, nah, that shit ain't true. You know, whatever. You ain't been having hundreds of years of journalism and catching edgy stories.
What the fuck Wojnarowski know?
You know what?
He wasn't the guy.
But you know the type of bullshit we'll do. Nah, this shit on Twitter is real. Nah, this shit on Twitter it's real.
No, nigga, I saw it on IG story that like about 5 seconds ago.
No, so that's the truth. Then that's the truth. If you seen it on who posted it? Huh? Big Husky? Huh? Who posted it?
You know, IG be vetting that shit.
I want to know who posted it.
Like,
yeah, but that was how I found out, and I was like, nah. I said, just give it a minute, and then man, I started getting phone calls. Like, yo, you seen this? You seen this? And then when it hit CNN, right? It hit CNN, and then I had the TV on, but I immediately switched it to the I guess the news coverage.
Yeah,
I immediately switched to the news coverage, and I saw, you know, the site, saw the mountains and all that, and at that point, to be honest, I still didn't want to believe it.
Nah,
I still didn't want to believe it. I still was like, nah, this can't be true, because I mean, we talking about, you know, Kobe Bryant,
40.
You know, 40. So I'm 40.
He was 40. What, 41?
He was 41. I think he's 2 years.
Yeah, he's
2 years
he's
older than.
Yeah,
and so I think he was about 41 when he passed, and I was like, nah, that's like, man, we talking about Kobe here. Nah, he ain't no way. Like, of all people, Kobe Bryant. And so when they dropped it, and man, it started circulating, and then it became like it was real, and you know, they found what they found. It was just like, you know, being in the basketball world, and part of my game was kind of shadowed from MJ, and then it was Kobe. It was part of my game was that mid-range game, that fadeaway game was kind of patterned, you know, after those dudes and the way that they played on the floor. And so when I saw that it was real, you know, it was like, you know, it wasn't like I lost like a family member. It was just I lost somebody that I looked up to, as far as, you know, in the basketball world and whatnot like that. You know?
I didn't look up to him, but you know, I mean, I obviously recognize the game and shit. Like, to me, well, first off, I guess like everybody was in the fucking kitchen. I was in the kitchen. Yeah, you know, no, because this was right around the time like COVID had just hit. You know, so
were we on lockdown, or were we
not yet?
But it had just hit, though, right?
It had just hit, and like everybody was on edge, and they were talking about, you know.
So was everybody at the house at the time?
Like,
because we've been in the panoramic for about 3 years.
We were at the house, because I remember, like, you know, everybody was in the kitchen.
Right.
It was about brunchish.
Brunchish time.
The phone, phone start going off or whatever, and I'm like, what the fuck? Look, and obviously in the group text, and then Dunn had text me, and I was like, nah, nigga. Look, once again, like, nah, I don't know. It ain't, man. You know, it ain't, like, let's just see, blah blah blah, and then all the shit hit, and then it was like, fuck. But it hit, like, it struck me. I'm just gonna say that to avoid some unnecessary words. So it struck me from the standpoint of, fuck. This dude is just a few years older than us.
Yeah.
Whenever, and I hate to put it like this, you know, like, hey, you know, your parents pass away. It's heartbreaking,
right?
But they've lived.
Correct.
They lived a full life. Your grandparents, you know, lived.
Right.
Like when Betty White passed away, I was like, damn, that Betty. But shit, she was 99.
99. Like, she was almost at a hundo.
This motherfucker was 41.
He was 41.
42 years old.
Yeah.
You know?
So the age that we are now was, you know, that always kind of puts things in perspective a little bit, you know, kind of like, man, you know what I mean? It just makes you think. Because at the age that he was at and all that, and everybody else that was there, you know, you can't just, he wasn't the only one there.
Well,
but it just makes you think, man.
yeah, it does, and I'm just going, in this on this note, you hit all them it's a fucking pastor coming behind it. We don't know the hour nor the day.
If that ain't the most pastor's thing you just done said.
Hey, and
Like, we got to pass a fucking plate.
Look,
around
they
after
just
that.
no, and they just leave it there. We don't know the hour nor the day.
Just
And you just hear that, amen.
But I know I wasn't the only motherfucker that's sitting there like, man, what the fuck you talking about, man? Like, what?
But no,
Do I am like, am I supposed to say something right now?
yeah, no, but that's why, bro. Like I just, I try to live every day,
Right, man,
like
yeah.
I'm not gonna wake up tomorrow or whatever. But let's get to some petty shit.
Let's get into it.
Get to some fucking petty shit because SAT word, something egregious happened again today.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That was a really good SAT word, by the way.
It was. The announcement for the Major League Hall of Fame ballot came out today, and somebody was left off that motherfucker once again.
Yep.
Left off that motherfucker once again.
Again.
Again. Barry Bonds.
Dang.
Now, I'm just gonna qualify this by saying, I mean, obviously, people, whoever's looking, I may show y'all, but I'm gonna read off the stats here. I'm just gonna read these off. 7-time MVP,
Damn.
8-time Golden Gloves, 14-time All-Star, 12-time Silver Slugger, 2-time batting champion, 762 home runs. That's the most all time.
Damn.
1,996 RBIs. That's 6 all time. But the most telling stat, 688 intentional walks. That's the most all time. And I remember one time in particular. One time in particular. This to tell you how feared he was. They walked him with a loaded base, bro.
Yeah. Cause I mean, he gonna send all them motherfuckers in the way he was. You can't. Damn. Pause before I say it. There's no other way to say it. Think about it. Okay, whether I say where he was slugging his bat or where he was swinging his bat, man, there's no way to say it without saying pause, bro. There's no way to say any other way around that, right? The way he was handling his wood, there's no other way to say it.
He did choke up on this.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, he choked up on the bat.
He choked up high, pause on the bat. So that's God damn.
You just can't. But and I know a lot of people are gonna say like, well, he did steroids. There are people in the hall who did steroids, and plus, if you're gonna tell a story, tell the entire fucking story.
Please.
Everybody knows in the 90s that it was a steroid era and that a lot of motherfuckers used it, but
They used it.
the commissioner and baseball pocketed a lot of fucking money
Yeah.
off all that shit. You had the home run,
That race? What race? What's
between
that?
Mark McGuire and
Sammy Sosa? Yeah.
who's white now.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk
I
about
was-
that.
I was about to say that little white woman was hitting the shit out there.
Damn, I didn't know Clorox worked that good.
Like, shit, man. God damn.
I mean, also you had Jose Canseco,
Yeah.
who was a Tekashi 6ix9ine of his time.
Wasn't he, though?
But I mean, baseball was going down, and I mean, it basically plummeting. Nobody was
Yeah.
watching the shit. Nobody was going to
Right.
the games until the steroids and them basically juicing the balls and shit. So they go out the fucking park.
You're not
All
going to
that
say
shit.
pause after saying juice in the
Pause.
balls? You're not going to say pause? Whatever. Whatever. That's neither here nor there, though. I was just
Shit.
saying, yeah.
Pause. I thought I got
But there's a lot of things in sports in general
Yeah.
that you have to say pause afterwards.
You do.
So I mean, I didn't think you saw that one coming. Pause.
No, I thought about it, but I was just.
Just tried to
I tried to just tried to just go right over that shit.
right over it.
No, but seriously, and even if you take those few years
Right.
that he was juicing, if you take that shit out,
Right.
pause.
There's no
Fuck.
there's no way.
If you take that
There's
away,
no way.
no. If
Go
you
ahead.
look, if you take that away, he's still a fucking Hall of Famer.
Yeah, absolutely,
Easily.
absolutely.
But what it really comes down to is these little fucking writers who basically somebody stole their fucking bike when they were little, and now they got a little. Now they have a little power. Now they have a little power or whatever, and they don't like the dude because he never kissed their ass.
True.
And it's like he basically spoke his
True.
mind in the fucking interviews and shit.
True.
Along with a lot of other people, and they have the final. They feel like that they get back to him, get back at
Right.
him by keeping him off the fucking ballot. Newsflash: everybody that really knows baseball knows who the fuck he is, and
Anyways,
anyways, and motherfucker guy, look, his grandchildren is set for fucking life.
No, for real. But I even think though the way that these dudes, as gifted as these guys are swinging the bat, right, and knocking out home runs, pause, right?
Yeah.
As gifted as these guys are,
Yeah.
I even think even without the steroids, would the baseballs have traveled as far? Maybe they may have not gone 425 yards, but these dudes were gifted at still swinging the bat. You know what I mean? It might not have gone as far, but they still had to be the ones swinging.
Okay, hold on. See, we do SAT and toss words.
Yeah.
But we've never gone to class. Let's go to a little anatomy and physiology real quick.
Break it down, brother.
FYI, for people out there who don't know, steroids does not fucking help you hit a baseball. It does not help you shoot a basketball.
No.
It does not help you catch a fucking football.
No.
It can make you stronger, can
Yes.
make you faster.
Yes.
But
Yes.
Barry Bonds still had to have eye coordination.
Yes.
He still had to learn how to hit a fucking curve, something
Yes.
that Michael Jordan never fucking was able to do.
He could never get a fucking curve bird. That boy, them curve balls used to tell Mike up, boy.
What was it though? What was the dude what's the fucking baseball movie with Charlie Sheen was the
Major League.
Major League. What was the big look? What was his name? The one that was hitting all the home runs and shit.
I have no
God
clue. I
damn.
can't remember him.
I know, like no, because he was knocking them shits out the fucking park in batting practice. Then the coach did like this, like and start throwing curveballs and shit. And he couldn't
man.
to save his fucking life. Jeff said Bonds is a Hall of Famer long before exactly.
Oh, for real?
Exactly, bro.
Oh, but he was a Hall of Famer when he won the batting titles. I mean, he was a Hall of Famer then. Nobody's gonna do those types of stats, or even close to him.
Like I said, he was the most feared hitter in the fucking game.
Oh, by far, I wouldn't have pitched to him either.
I would have.
Come on.
And look, hey, if it would have got close, and I knew he was catching my timing. Okay, then let's walk him down.
Let's walk him. Heck yeah, I wouldn't have pitched to him either.
But but just think, 688 intentional walks.
Yeah. That's a lot of walks, man. That's a lot of walks.
It is.
That's a lot of walks.
You know. But let's go ahead, look, bro. Let's go ahead and walk on to this lyric lounge.
All right. Let's do this.
Can't wait for this shit.
All right. Finna jump into this lyric lounge. I haven't done this in a while.
Oh hell.
Yeah, I haven't done this in a while. And oftentimes I have to pick a voice, but I felt like this one right here would be for everybody. And I think everybody can sing song along if you'd like to.
Oh shit.
All right. If you know the lyrics of this, then you can sing along. And the reason I picked this song, I heard it and I was like, man, this is almost like a national church black anthem, but
oh shit.
you just gotta
Like the
wait for the part.
like the devotional song at church.
Yeah.
I don't know the goddamn words, but you can hum it the whole
But you
time.
can hum it. All right. So here we go. Here we go.
I'm not gonna use that fucking shit at the bar this week. I promise you. I gave y'all love. Gave y'all a lot of church last week.
God damn. All right, so this is for the people right here. This is for the people. If you know this tune,
Oh shit.
You know this too. I want you to sing along with us. I don't know how much longer you're going to be here. So I say my prayers every night. One for my mother, one for my father, and one for the love of my life.
Oh, come on, Drew Hill.
So if you decide to leave today, then leave tomorrow at the door. So you got to say it like that. At the door. And take only half of yesterday.
Oh, shit.
And forget all hope for the present. Cause it just went away. We were 5 steps
Y'all heard that
from
goddamn
eternity. We were 4 steps. 4 steps past love and 3 wishes. It's all in the vibrato. You have to do it. That's Cisco coming from the back. And 3 wishes. We were 3 wishes. Oh no, gotta throw this Cisco part. Touching the heavens above. Now I lay me down to sleep, and I pray the Lord my soul to keep. And if I'm dead, see, this the part I forgot. And so, then I promise I'll be there for you always. We were 5 steps. See, your voice got to go up with it. From eternity, we were 4 steps. 4 steps past love hand and 3 wishes. We were 3 wishes.
Oh, man.
Touching the heavens above. You got it? That's the end of it.
Oh, shit. Yo, why did I picture when he gets to that part? He like, the choir director's like, we were 5 steps. 4 steps. 4 steps past love and 3 wishes. 3 wishes. Oh my God! Look! Ron said, "What he pointing at?" Cause he's wishing on the stars. Oh shit! See, look, I'm so busy fucking laughing.
Oh, I haven't sung a song since I did John Legend's Ordinary People, but I figured this song, that one, 5 steps, you can't sing that one in a voice.
No,
there's no other way that you have to literally sing that song whether you're in tune or not. You literally have to sing that song with everything you got. That's like Boyz II Men, End of the Road.
Yeah, you got you gotta get the head with pause. With one No, look, Chad said why his lip shaking when he hit them high notes, because he tried to get the bravado.
You got to get the bravado. If you're not getting the bravado, you're not getting it. You're not singing. If you doing vibrato and your bottom lip not moving, you ain't been in the choir. you ain't been in the choir. If you don't have the 3 wishes, if you don't have that, that's a skill. That's a skill. They teach that in choir rehearsal. Then when you hit the vibrato, your bottom lip gotta be your bottom lip. It gotta be moving.
Oh my God! Look, let me see what the fuck I come up with.
You better be fine.
Oh shit! All right. Might as well do like y'all already know when y'all hear that. Y'all already know when y'all hear that.
Bang, bang, bang.
Y'all already know what time it is.
Bang.
Need everybody put their hands together. Everybody put their hands together. Close your eyes. Now lay me down to sleep. I pray for what's about to happen up under these sheets. If 3 hours later, 2 people ain't tired,
Holy shit.
then that one long nut was never inspired. See, she was wishing upon a star. Oh, man. For the allure of the night. Her edge was jagged. The heel was Drew.
Okay.
It was all right.
Uh-huh.
As y'all see, I'm trying to piece this shit. Trying to piece this shit like the lie you told. I told you when I got a hold of your phone, this shit was going to unfold. Now, who was Billy? Because I don't know that name. Every time it rang, my mental thought the same. Look at Jeff laughing at that opening ass. See, that was bullshit because I knew you were cheating, but I just couldn't prove it. Every time the phone rang, Daddy, I knew it would come to it.
Uh-oh.
See, I ran the fucking phone to you because I didn't want you to miss that call. See, we don't know the day nor the hour. So you got to cherish it before you get that call. So you go to the upper room. Because it's life. Like a Martin. I just wanted some fucking apple pie.
Then why don't let pie, right?
Later on, when you get in the car, you go call it. Because that was an entendre. It went over your head. Just like the gun line, boss. You cross it, I shoot. And I shoot again.
That could go so many ways. There's so many ways that one line could go. Oh my goddamn.
Just know that you caught it.
Oh
shit. This is one of those days where I'm all barred out. There's a shot. Then there's a drink. I'm all barred out. See, shit's on the top shelf. I'll let you reach if you want the taste. See, they call me a bad boy. Not Puffy, but Mace.
Do that Puff Daddy shit, son.
Look. What up, Mia? Welcome back. It's a famous song by Mace.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Mm-hmm. See, right here is where I'll say something to the effect of, we play hide and seek with my kids, so we don't leave a trace. Okay. But not just any. Okay. It's not just any hide and seek. We flow through the sheets like Tyrese.
Congratulations.
What more do you want from me? You can say that at least.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. All right, I'm gonna stop.
I don't know if everybody caught the I'm all barred out line.
No, they did.
I caught that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a shot in the drink. I'm all barred out. Yeah, I don't think y'all caught that line, but that was a really dope line. It was really dope.
But I'm gonna stop because that's what you're supposed to do at a red light. Out of the pool, You grab a towel. I don't have a dog in this fight. Y'all catch that shit too. Y'all catch that shit too. Look. Michael K. Menz, Mia. Who else? Chad, Ron. Look, just give him a quick shout out. Kira
up,
B.
everybody?
Yeah. Who else? Isis, of course. Chaz. Look. See, I forgot to say that. Look, forgot to say that shit. Chaz said, look, when we asked, what was everybody with Kobe? Chaz said she was in HEB.
She was in HEB when she found out with everybody with Kobe.
Chad got the inside scoop from my boy DJ.
Oh, okay. That it was 100%.
Yeah, former teammate.
Yeah.
DJ Banger.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's what a lot of us was waiting on. We were on that, that confirmation that, it is.
Of course.
You know.
But you already know what time it is, bro. It's time for the...
What the fuck?
All right.
You know what?
What's up?
You know what? Went a little long with Barry. Pause. We didn't do the midweek.
We didn't. You got it, but okay.
We get to it.
All right, cool. You want to do it? We'll do it. We can do it after what the fuck. All right, so this week's what the fuck moment. This is a little bit about self-care and some self-love.
Oh,
all right.
shit.
Self-care and self-love here. We all go through moments and times we be like, I want to change something on my body, right? I want to work out. Well, some people do. I've never said I wanted to change shit on my body because I've always felt like I am the shit. You know what I'm saying? I love what God gave me, and I've been rocking with it. You know what I mean? Pause.
Use that same old line. Somebody like it.
Somebody like it. You know what I'm saying? Your daddy like it. What she say? Your daddy like it. I like tell your daddy. I said, ha. That lady was funny. So people have want to change things, and they said, hey, there's something about my body that I want to change.
Yeah.
Let's say, sometimes, as we get older, metabolism slows down, so you may be like, all right, I need to hit the gym. I need to change how I eat, whatever. But that's something that you can change, over time, and you don't need to do anything. Now, there also has been the emergence of the BBLs. Okay, the emergence of the BBLs.
Yeah, they said fuck just a little simple lipo,
Yeah. They said fuck the lipo and fuck the all day at the gym doing squats and all that and shit like that, right?
And y'all thought the DR and shit was a vacation destination.
No.
Nope.
Motherfuckers coming back on the plane gotta sit in the seats like they praying because they can't sit down. They gotta ride back like they doing a duck and cover because they can't sit on their ass.
American Airline, nah, fuck, they ain't American. They spent all their money on that. Spirit Airline getting all the goddamn bad reviews and shit. This fucking flight had all the goddamn turbulence and shit. I had to stay. Look, I was trying to stay still. I was trying to sleep. No, your ass was hurting.
Yeah.
Fucking BBL.
Your ass was hurting. That's what it was. Your ass literally was hurting from the BBL. So of course, with the new emergence of the BBLs, and then also the new emergence of everybody telling all their damn business on Twitter, you would never think that we would get to a point and get to this day. All right. Well, when I saw this as I was doing my research for the show, this kind of struck me as what the fuck. I was like, why is this happening? Well, a young gentleman, right?
Nope.
A young gentleman thought that it was okay and thought that he wanted to get a lip reduction, right? Get a lip reduction because he thought that his lips were too big and he felt he needed to get a lip reduction. Well,
ain't no fucking way, boy.
yeah, the fuck he did. But let me tell you this, though. That shit backfired like a motherfucker, right? So as he posted his lips on Twitter, he posted his lips on Twitter because he wanted to get a fucking lip reduction. And of course, the people that did it, they said, we'll give you, we'll make your dreams come true. You have your dream lips and all this stuff like that. Well, of course, the best part is the comments.
Oh, yeah.
So I jump into the comments to see what were the ladies thinking about this man, this dude, right? Getting a lip reduction in his lips, okay? When I tell you that they gave this dude fits, they said, why he do that? He just made himself uglier.
Oh shit.
Why the fuck he do that? Like, I would have kissed him with the first lips. What was wrong with the first set? Like, they really were going in on him. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, why? Like, as a black man, right? Because as we can see, this was a black man that decided to do this. As a black man, right? Before, I've been complimented on my lips, right? I've heard other dudes be like, man, chicks like my lip, you know what I'm saying? But then we talk about some folks ain't got no lips. They look like they just got paper thin.
And I was just about
sheets of paper.
I was just about to say, did he want to go?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did he want to go white?
And you could be right. He might have been having a Sammy Sosa
Maybe.
episode,
You know?
right? And he wasn't in love with himself. Maybe I thought, well, maybe he kissed a woman, right? Okay, so this is all, as I saw this, I was like, this is all the things that are twisting up in my head right now. And I'm thinking, I said, well, maybe he kissed some young lady, right? And she hated it. Right, she hated it, and so he blamed his lips, and so he said, "You know what? The best thing for me to do is get these shits out of here."
See, look, that's when you see women out there. Y'all stop body shaming these men. Y'all stop body shaming. No, like that's the only thing I can think of, man. Man.
Yeah, I mean, and look at him now. He look like he just mad all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He just look like he mad all the time.
No, what is it called? What the fuck?
Motherfucker just walk around whistling.
Looking like Phil. Scotty.
Hey, he ain't even got to put it. He just put it right up on him. Scotty.
Look, they should have cleaned his nose on the made-up picture.
Yeah, I know it, man. I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot. I think it's a lot wrong with it. I don't understand. I don't understand that. Right? I don't understand that. So a lip reduction. Right? So he wanted a lip reduction, and you see the caption and say, "While these are not commonly performed, but it will yield dramatic results."
Chad said, "Now he can't do other things well either." Damn.
Damn. Cold world. Cold world out here.
Oh shit.
Cold world. But but think about it though, right? So all the ladies that are on, right? All the ladies that are on, okay? How much are lips are of a factor for you when it comes to doing certain things? Kissing and all the other shit, eating, right? Like, what do lips play into that, right? And would you want Exhibit A on the left, or would you want Exhibit B on the right? Ladies, what would you want? Because obviously he felt like he wasn't given what he was supposed to be, and he felt a certain way, and he decided to get rid of it. So I want to know. I want to know from the ladies that's on. Let us know your comments. Put them in the comment section and let us know what do you think and why.
Mia said it matters a lot.
Matters a lot with the lips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I would think so. I would think so.
Oh my God, Chad.
What Chad say?
Bologna on my sandwich only. Mo said I want Exhibit D.
Mo, we not finna. Mo,
not on your face, on me. Chad said, "Oh no, baby." Why the fuck I try to say that shit in the grandma voice?
You did.
Oh no, baby. Can't have thin white folk lips.
Not the thin, but walking around with thin mints and shit.
Mia said, "I'm a kisser, so I like the fullness."
Man, see, there we go.
Call me Usher.
There we go.
I'm a good kisser.
I'm a good kisser. Good kisser. Y'all getting Barbara all fucking night.
Oh shit.
The fullness.
Carmen on Facebook said he need to be bigger than he need to be bigger than mine.
What? God damn. Damn, Carmen.
Oh shit. Oh my god, bro.
She said it need to be bigger than hers.
Yeah.
Wow, that's tough.
Because I look,
I mean,
because
I guess makes sense though.
Because she said, "Why in the world?" And I told her, I said, "Well, maybe he felt y'all didn't like his soup coolers."
Maybe he might not have, and apparently he didn't, because he got them shits reduced.
Y'all body shaming that.
Y'all
man.
body shaming him. Women, y'all made him all insecure about himself. So now he don't want to have no lips no more.
He got a BBL,
He got
a big lip. That's his BBL.
boy got a Brazilian big lip.
Got a BLL. A big lip lift. Say that shit 5 times.
Say that shit. Boy got a big lip.
Oh my god.
Boy got a big lip lift. And that's all because y'all made him feel bad about his big lips.
Oh, Carmen said she said she liked his lips. She said he been messing with them skinny heifers. Hey, we're not finna start this.
Carmen.
Carmen. Look, hey. I mean, okay. Let me just ask this. Before we get into the midweek minute, let me just ask this. What season are we in? Cause is it still big girl season? Cause it's cold. Look, it's still a little cold outside.
That it is.
Oh look, are we gearing up? Are we gearing up for the summer? For the hot girl summer.
For the hot girl summer. What season are we in? We need to be clear. What season are we in?
Or is this like that sports season that everybody fucking hate? Where all you got is hockey and badminton.
Baseball.
No, you got is hockey and badminton on the fucking
and
bowling. You got cricket. That's it.
Motherfuckers be getting excited to watch trade news, and that's it.
No. But like, what's the fuck? I'm trying to put the beanbag game. What the fuck? Cornhole. And look, now you got cornhole on ESPN and shit. Motherfuckers be tossing. Now you got look. Chad said, "I'm ready for hot girl summer." Mo said, "Hot girl summer loading."
Golly. Texas gonna fuck around and snow that bitch out.
Nah, Carmen said, "See, that's what we haven't heard." Like, Carmen said, "It's big nigga season, 6:35."
Wait a minute.
So she said, the big niggas in.
Dang, so the athletic and fit niggas got to just keep working out till the summer.
Hey, look, hold on. Even they done went past the dad bod.
The dad bod, like y'all right? Say, bro, man.
You know what, bro? I felt a little slighted. When they start pushing that shit. Like, nah, we don't like pause. We don't like all that hard shit, all the muscles and shit. We like the dad bod. The fuck is going on here?
Wait a minute, y'all will not have us out here looking like we just don't give a fuck about ourselves. Hell no, pushing dad bars. Like I said, when Will Smith did that shit, I was like, Will, why are you doing that, man? And they were like, yo, dad bod season. I was like, no, that shit ain't. I'm gonna stay my ass in the gym.
Look, Chad said, I'd be hot girl summer with my winter girl body. Fuck that. She said, somebody gonna love it.
Somebody gonna love it. Not the hot girl summer with the winter body.
With the winter body.
I ain't mad at it.
Oh my God, man.
That's a good one.
It is. All right. Let me get to this fucking midweek.
Get to it. That's why we were ahead of schedule. I was wondering why we were ahead of schedule a little bit. Yeah, I mean we're right on it, but yeah, I was wondering. I was like,
I got the time clock in my head. And
yeah,
shit. And we were hitting that toss where we were hitting that threshold.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Nice.
So once we got damn Chad, I'm tired of trying to keep up with these bitches. Hey, if Lizzo is winning You were A-okay.
Hey, if Lizzo just done told y'all can do what the fuck you want to do at this
Hey,
point.
for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, you can play the xylophone. No, man, it's fuck. All right,
Hey,
so
see what
midweek
you
minute.
about to do.
Midweek minute. All right, people. I have been prepping for this one for 2 fucking weeks now. For 2 weeks.
Boy.
For 2 fucking weeks. First, we had Certified Lover Boy dumping the hot sauce in the condom. And then last week, I had something else that was egregious. That's an SAT word.
Nice word.
SAT word. Yeah.
Egregious.
Yes. Last week was fucking egregious.
Egregious.
This week though. Oh no, that's what it was. Last week had the guy who had the jab.
Had the jab.
He was a Jabberwocker.
Yeah.
And he just kept coming up short.
Kept just, yeah.
Yeah. You know, you know, in basketball terms, they say if you don't use it, you lose.
You lose it.
he lost it into the half on his bird.
That story won't ever not make me feel some type of way.
No.
Oh my gosh.
But this one beats all that shit. Beats all that shit. Now, in life, everybody comes across that job, you know, that, you know, you like to go to. You know, you seem
Yeah.
a little, you know, you get a little excited to go in. You like to learn more about it.
Yeah.
You know, and get a little overzealous sometimes. You know, get a little overzealous. And then there's a turning point. Then there's a turning point where, you know, whether it's a coworker that'll piss you the fuck off,
Right.
If you're in customer service, you know, or you know, what do they call it, the service industry,
Yeah.
You know, you may have customers come in and piss you the fuck off, and you at that point where look, one more motherfucker say something, just one more motherfucker say something. Well, this guy, I don't know if either one of them happened, considering that he was a manager, but all I'm gonna say is, everybody from here on out, you might want to check your fucking shoes. You might want to check your shoes whenever you grab I'm gonna use Nelly line. Whenever you grab a fresh pair
Of Air Force One.
All right, so this Foot Locker employee reportedly recorded himself having sex and ejaculating in the shoes meant to be placed on the showroom floor. I'm gonna say that one more time. This employee at a Foot Locker recorded himself with Palmina shooting kids in the sneakers that was supposed to go on the showroom floor. I bet y'all won't smell them goddamn shoes no more for their new shoes.
Put that shoe up to your face if you want to. Go check the size if you want to. Check that size if you want to. Go ahead.
Yo,
Try it.
And okay, so obviously we're gonna post a video. We're gonna post a video a little later of the shit. But nah, this motherfucker was in the back. He said, as y'all can see, I'm the only one here. As y'all can tell, I'm the only one here. All right. And so, hey, he obviously, you see this finger, I swipe left. I don't want to see nothing else. I don't want to see none of that other shit.
It's okay.
But wait, there's more.
Holy shit.
People in the service industry, they tend to, well, this is a huge part of the service industry. You know, every establishment get reviews.
Correct.
You know, whether it's on Google, whether it's on Yelp. You know, and so I wish I had a nice little bed of music that I can play real quick. Because there was one there was one review that came in
Oh my God.
from that particular store.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And I quote, I'm not gonna say the person's name. And I quote, "My sneakers had some white glue stains on them. Seems like the quality wasn't up to par with other Jordan releases. I was able to rub them off pretty easily though. I wish the employees check the sneakers before they give them to me." See, she didn't notice she was wiping up jizz. Oh shit! and of course, Black Twitter went off.
Oh man.
Black Twitter went all the way the fuck off, bro.
I bet they did.
Like you had videos of like a dude dancing to like the little rave music, pumping real fast. And shit. It's how the employee was in the back.
See that's
Jumping on the shoe.
See, that's the part that gets me. The part that gets me is like the dude set the camera up. Right? There was a lot of steps to this process.
Yes.
Okay. He set the camera up. Well, first of all, before he did that, he went and made sure that he was the only one there in the back in the inventory room, in the stock room. He made sure he was the only one there. And then he set the camera up. And then he set the camera up, and then he proceeds to make love to the shoes. And and then just leaves them there. Like, I have no words for, of course, the mayonnaise persuasion made that happen.
Yo, listen.
I'm at a total loss of words.
Listen, bro. Look. You know he did that shit at 9:05.
Had to be.
Hold on. Because you know, okay. If you've ever worked in retail,
Yeah.
especially in sneakers, and in college I worked at the Nike outlet store in San Marcos. If we close at 9, 8:50, the fucking doors is locked.
They locked.
Get your ass out of here. Them shit's locked. Fuck that.
Yeah.
At 8:58. At 8:58.
That last customer.
No. Fuck that. 8:58. I'm on the goddamn computer like, nigga, refresh. Clocking out. Item out. Boom. Item out. Hey, if you one of the managers, you had to lock the shit up, and you had to do reports with that. Hey, I'm sorry for you.
I'm out. That's why you the manager. Manage.
That's why you the fucking manager.
That's why you the manager.
You need to manage this shit.
Manage.
Carmen said, "Pray to God she washed her hands afterwards." After she washed them shoes.
After she washed them shoes.
Now, question.
There's just so many things wrong with
Hold
that.
on, now,
with
question.
this. So many things.
Now, question. Because and I'm going to look. I'm going to take my shoe off just for the illustration. Look, you expecting your goddamn shoe and you see some shit.
Yeah.
She probably had her finger like, motherfucker is this?
She hit that nail scratch.
Hit that little nail scratch.
Hit that little nail scratch.
You look at it. Now, hopefully she ain't.
Hey, I'll do one of these.
Yeah, hopefully she had. And then put the shit back in. Oh my God, bro.
Hopefully she didn't do that. Hopefully. And if she did, I pray that she washed her hands. I pray she washed her hands.
Me too.
I pray she washed her hands.
Oh my God, bro.
That's Poe baby. Gosh, man. I'm at a loss of words. Because it was in the shoe.
In the fucking shoe.
In the shoe. But, okay. I understand people be like, oh, mental illness, right?
You better take your insoles out and wash them.
Like, take your shoestrings off and everything, right? Like, I get, but what would why shoes? Why the shoes? You know, and why would you want to do that? And I get people have their fetishes.
Yeah.
Right? People have their fetishes. I get that part. I do. But man, you know what? I guess there is no explanation for it. And for me to try to figure it out, I would just give myself a headache because this mayonnaise persuasion dude felt like he got horny enough to go ahead and ejaculate himself in a pair of Jordan 12s.
Bruh. Yo. And it look no, the crazy part about it, whatever, is what she put in the fucking review. Cause she was like, these don't seem up to par with other Jordan releases. Like,
Some of the glue is coming off.
oh my God, yo.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, man. That's pretty bad. So y'all better make sure that y'all checking y'all's shoes.
Yeah, you better check that shit.
You better check your shoes, cause obviously motherfuckers is jacking on.
Them motherfuckers, look, deep. Jack, look. I'm sorry. Feel like I done clipped something.
You
over
clip
here.
something? No, you good. We still rolling. We still good. We
Nah, I
good.
just feel like yeah.
You just felt like you did.
Feel like I did something. Shit. You know. But no, I mean, but you know, oh shit. I'm just going.
I'm just
Yeah.
yeah, see, I'm the only one in here. Like, God, these are some amazing hologram 13s.
They really wanted these. They really wanted these Jordan 1 cures.
So they go on this. Oh shit! I'm
gonna
gonna think
give-
about the storeroom floor.
I'm gonna give you a cure. I'm gonna fix it for you. One of these. They really want. I'm gonna fix it for you. Yo, what the fuck was this sound? Sometimes I dream that he is. You got to treat this how it needs to be. Bo, 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 bo.
Holy shit!
Oh shit! At night, ejaculate at night.
I want to jack. I want to.
Oh my God, y'all!
Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad.
It's fucking horrible.
I don't think I mean, now that I know that, you know.
Okay.
But I never smelled the shoes if I saw
No,
a shoe.
no.
I never smelled it, but
Not
I
in the,
would.
look, not in the fucking store.
Yeah, not in the store, but I would, you know, hold it up. But I would also, because, you know, some of those shoes that are on the showroom floor, they're the ones that go in the box, right?
Only for you small foot motherfuckers.
Yeah. Right. Anywhere between 10 and a half to 12s, right?
And below, you motherfuckers.
10 and a half.
Hold on, look. They be like this. They be like this. Let me get this in the size. Let me get this in the size 9. He go back in the bag. He come back out with that one. Look, that,
Just the-
hold on. No, he come back. No, he's come back out with that one shoe. Like, you know what? You know the display. This the last. It's the last one. Last one. You know, I mean, I got the other one back in the box if you want it. Like, all right, yeah, let me get it. Me, look. This is exactly what I do. This is exactly what I do when I come in the fucking shoe store or whatever. I already got a, you know, something in mind of what I want to get. Matter of fact, I don't even go in the fucking stores anymore. I buy all them shits online.
Well, yeah.
But when I did go in the fucking store, I walk in there, look, shit be on the wall and shit. I pick that motherfucker up. Hey, yo, you got this? You got this in 12? Sit that motherfucker right back. Sit that motherfucker right back
Put
down.
that be right back on the shelf.
Put it right back on the fucking
Hell
shelf, bro.
no. You ain't catching me slipping.
At all. At
You
all.
ain't catching me slipping. I ain't.
Nah, he catching the look. I don't look. Look, I'm not gonna say where the fuck the store was. Them motherfuckers up there like, like Dave Chappelle. Titty residue. Shout out to our cleaning crew.
I love it. Titty.
Oh,
Titty
shit.
titty residue.
Titty.
Titty residue. I love it. Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, bro. Look, we
Oh,
we got
God.
a little minute left. Oh shit. Let's get. Look. He's been off the fucking radar for a minute.
He has, but we got to jump into this part. Let's do this.
Let's go. Look. Let's go ahead, bro.
Let's do this. So this guy has been off the radar for a little while, but he has made a shocking comment. You all right? Bro?
I told you this fucking Wednesday.
It's
Got me off
Wednesday.
shit. Look, as I'm trying to demonstrate and give a little look, SAT word, give illustrations and shit. Look, I done flip my fucking pen off the goddamn table and shit.
I was like, you over there throwing stuff, pew pew,
Yeah.
everybody, pew pew.
You know?
So this young man this dude has been off the radar for a little while. He's kind of, leveled things out, and I think everybody just kind of gotten used to him and his ways. Well, he has said something here recently that has taken everybody into a frenzy. All right, into a frenzy. Most importantly, most of the ones that have been getting their panties in a bunch have been the women behind this comment, and of course, none other than him himself, Kevin Samuels.
Look, you gotta put the Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
He said, women, if you do not want to have sex, do not go out with a man after 5 p.m. He said, if you do not want to have sex with a man, do not go out with him after 5 p.m. So pretty much alluding to the fact that if we go out on a date at 5:17 p.m. at 5:17 p.m., that man is going to expect some sex if we go out on a date at 5:18 p.m.
After 5 p.m.
After 5 p.m.
Huh. Ladies, that mean y'all can go to happy hour. Y'all be out.
Y'all better catch that early happy hour.
Y'all go to Coda Green.
Go to Coda Green, catch the reverse. Y'all better catch the reverse happy hour. Starting at 3.
Y'all can't go to Parliament or none of the motherfuckers. Y'all better go. Yo. After 5 p.m. Well,
After
okay.
5.
Okay.
After 5.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah, after 5.
Because your parents used to say, or your grandparents used to say, ain't nothing open past a certain hour but legs.
That's a certain hour, but legs and 7-Elevens.
7-Elevens, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, most of the time when people go on dates, they go on dates at night.
Correct.
And depending on where you go to dinner. Well, fuck that. No, if you're spending money and you're doing certain things and it's a great time, this and the other, some people just like to let it flow.
Yeah.
And see where it goes.
Now,
it could be, compromising positions and,
and end up in compromising
if he
positions.
picks you up and all this other shit and you want to,
Yeah.
or if he picked you up from your homegirl's house, which a lot of y'all do that shit.
You too loud. They ain't ready for that conversation.
I'm just saying.
They're not ready for that conversation.
Since we look on the tick of the talk, they like to give out secrets and shit.
Sure do.
They give out a lot of motherfucking secrets. But yeah, like they they like to get picked up from their from their friend house and shit.
Yep.
But Kevin, not Kevin. No, I ain't gonna tell you. Kevin. I'm on this one, bro. I'm gonna say you full of shit. I'm gonna say you full of shit.
I have to agree. He's stretching it a little bit with this.
Stretching. We can go to IHOP in the morning. We can go to IHOP in the morning. I'm trying to clap them cheeks after.
Like, goddamn. If you want to know my true intentions,
Hey, look,
my
hey,
true intentions.
Hey, if we want them hotcakes flapping,
If we want,
then we want them flapping.
Want them flapping.
It don't matter what time of the day.
Yeah, it really
Or at
don't.
night. It don't. Just
It
like
really don't.
just like women. When you want that shit, it does not fucking matter when it is.
It don't matter. Like saying after 5. I mean, if you think about it nowadays, that's when most happy hours get jumping is after 5, 5:30. 5:30, about 7, 8 o'clock. Hell. Okay. So if he's saying that shit, every time we went to fucking Beamers for the buffet,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Every time we went to Beamer's for the buffet, that bitch didn't start till 5:30.
It didn't.
You know?
Look. Hey, and matter of fact, that fucking happy hour had them $2 drinks.
Man. And niggas is in the fucking club with plates of salmon and fettuccine Alfredo and wings and a $2 drink.
And 3 chunks of pineapple on this. I don't trust none of that other fruit. Fucking fruit.
Hey, and they be the large chunks of pineapple just 3 chunks of large pineapple on the side.
That's it.
Right? Of all the food. Right? All the food
That's
is
it.
mixing and then the 3 chunks of pineapple.
People had to put their hands on the fucking grapes to break them apart.
I can use my tongs with these to get this pineapple. But yeah, you think about it, so after 5 o'clock, man, that's when all the happy hours and people are jumping and all that.
See, Mia said, "Look, we can go to brunch and still get some." See, it don't fucking matter. Because I promise you, a lot of y'all kids were made at Lemon Bar from back in the goddamn day. And that brunch was from 9 a.m. to 3. And everybody in that shit was drunk as hell.
Everybody.
Everybody.
It wasn't a soul in that motherfucker. If you walked in, you was walking out drunk.
Look, if you walked out sober, then smoking was your vice.
Then that was your vice, right?
That was your vice, because other than that,
yeah,
shit.
Yeah, you wasn't walking in the Lemon Bar and saying that you wasn't drinking. You had to be the type that I don't drink.
Yeah.
Right? And just say I smoke, whatever. I don't drink. You had to be that type to be in Lemon Bar and not drink.
I'm trying to think of some other fucking, like, I mean, it's a million fucking like happy hours or drink specials during the fucking week.
Yeah,
that you can catch that are during the fucking day. Lunch specials, like all that shit.
Yeah, so
all that shit.
I mean, what's weird is by him saying that time, right? Most motherfuckers is working. Right?
You don't clock out till 5.
Right? So when you get off, what you gonna do? Hey, let's all go to happy hour, meet up, do whatever.
So basically, ladies, all Kevin Samuels is telling y'all to do is go to work, get off, go home, and play with your rose.
Fuck that rose. That rose gonna hurt some of y'all niggas' feelings. Fuck that rose.
Oh shit.
Rose out here taking time.
Hey. Hey, look. Hey, just let me and my kids. Let me and my kids get off. And then, hey, you can play with the rose all for the rest of the night.
Yeah, just let me let me get mine. You better get yours.
You better get that motherfucker.
You better get yours. Yeah, so I don't to say 5 o'clock.
5, bro.
Kev, man, I think you stretched it a little. Pause. You took it a little too far, man. Saying 5 o'clock, because most people don't get off till about 5. And for the longest time, people have been doing happy hours. Hey, 4:34, 4:35, 4 to 6, something like that. So
Jassy said, "Well, I'm fucked because I don't even got a rose." I mean, you look. Hold on, you're still in the analog days, so you might still have a bullet.
Damn, not the bullet. Damn,
I get
not the bullet.
Bullet would be like AOL right now.
Yeah, it would.
And the rose is
the dial up.
And the rose is like, hey, it's still effective.
It's still effective. It still works.
It still works.
It's got the dial up. Then the bullets. You got that net zero. You got to put the CD in.
And Rose is like, said, look. First time the wind put it, he said, look, sound like Kevin Hart. Damn.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God! Look, she said, see, Mia said it still gets the job done. Number 1 with a bullet.
The bullet.
That's one of my favorite songs. Don't know the fucking word. Timmy said so. No, they won't lie. I be number 1 with the bullet. See, I ain't one of you motherfuckers that just make up goddamn words and shit.
Oh shit. He make up fucking sounds. That's what he make. He make up fucking sounds. It's gonna
No, look, you just look, see. Look, if you just hum the fucking melody and you just, it seems like you know. I sit up on I be number one with the bullet. I see look, hold on, and then look, and then the guitar solo. You good? You good? Y'all motherfuckers be on the goddamn gram and shit. Yours, his, ours. I'm getting tired of this fucking owl outside. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all just.
I can do this shit for hours.
He said a nacho towel.
We eat nacho towers. But yet, I'm getting horse devours. You getting horse devours. Bitch, that's hors d'oeuvres. You horse devours.
I can't bring you no flowers. We can open the Champagne
Champagne shower.
Y'all, look, hold on. It should be so fucking funny too, because they know the first two goddamn words of the song. Yours, my. Hold on, did they look? They don't know that third word, so they just go to that head be all up over here on the ones with the fucking hair like this.
Hair down right here.
Look, play the fucking little clip over and over, and just learn a couple fucking words.
Just learn a couple of them. Just learn a couple of them that you can sing for hours.
She's just saying 3 fucking words over and over, and then rhyming some other ones.
And that's it.
Yours, mine, ours. I can do this for hours. Sit and talk to you for hours. I want to give you your flowers and sip champagne showers. Order lobster towers. As long as it's me that gets devoured. And I know the fucking words because I'm tired of you motherfuckers using that shit for every goddamn video.
Hey, but you better get used to it. Valentine's Day is coming up. That bitch is finna be everywhere.
No, fuck that. I'm reporting.
It's finna be everywhere.
I'm reporting all you motherfuckers.
That song gonna be everywhere. You finna hear that song. That song is the new Let It Snow, but for Valentine's Day.
I'm reporting all you motherfuckers for spam.
Watch. That bitch is
all of y'all
everywhere.
I'm reporting all of y'all for spam.
It's finna be everywhere. You finna hear hours and hours. You know how long you finna hear hours and hours? For hours and hours.
For hours.
And hours.
Well, look, what Martin them say? Hours. Yo, hold on, no, hold on. You gonna hear that song, and you gonna see goals. Hashtag goals. Relationship goals. Vacation.
Or we gonna see somebody gonna post somebody else's picture. It's say, God, I've seen what you've done for others. I've seen what you've done for others. Do you hear my prayer?
Oh my God. Yo, no. Look, Justin LeBoy posted the realest shit today. He was like, hey sis, we don't want to hear that shit. Your ass knew he was married the whole goddamn year. You knew his ass was married the whole goddamn year. We don't want to hear that shit on fucking Valentine's Day.
Now you all upset and shit. Oh fuck.
Oh. Or you gonna start seeing the memes that say, hey sis, if you being taken out on the weekend, or you getting that late dinner on the 16th or 17th. I hate to tell you.
Po thing. Po thing. That's all you can say is po thing.
Hey, no, I mean, look, they know what the fuck going on. If I say I guess your intuition didn't kick in. I'm sorry, ladies. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
Jazzy say, I'm saying my look. Oh shit. Jazzy say, I'm saying my Sierra prayer right now.
Not the Sierra prayer.
The Sierra prayer.
Sensational. Sensational. Which one? Sensational.
Oh my God. Let's talk about that shit for a second.
Okay.
This damn Sierra prayer.
You know, I guess.
Don't get PC on me. Don't get PC.
Okay.
Don't get PC on me.
Pray your own fucking prayer. Like, just, you don't have to pray Sierra's prayer because, I mean, obviously she had enough of Percocet and strippers and she wanted, praise Jesus and Super Bowls. So just pray your own prayer and what? I'm serious. What? That was what Sierra had. It's just what she went from. She went from Percocet and strippers to, Super Bowls and Jesus. So if that's what you want, fuck up, come.
Okay, ladies, I'm gonna ask y'all this fucking question. Was it her prayer or was it Russell's prayer?
Now that's a great fucking question. And I was today years old when I've heard that question for the first fucking time. Because we've always heard, right? We've always heard Sierra's prayer must work. She must got a direct line to Jesus if she was able to not only did she get Russell, but she got Russell. And she not a nigga wearing sunglasses. The nigga used to wear Hawaiian shirts.
Hold on. He wearing sunglasses. She twerking and look on TikTok videos and he behind her like this.
Look.
Like with his hand above her ass and shit.
Dog.
Jazzy said hers. Are you sure, Jazzy? Because Russell Wilson was one of the disciples before he got with Sierra.
He sure was. And this is how I knew that things had changed. When Russell popped up with a black fucking turtleneck, I said, oh shit. And he looked like some Chelsea boots. I said, this nigga going to brunch. I said, Sierra done whipped it on him.
Hey.
She done put them goodies.
You know what?
He's done.
You know what I'm going to say is Russell. It was Russell.
You say it was Russell's prayer.
Because before Sierra, it's like he was all in his interviews like, yes, we just got to clear a couple things up or whatever. But, it looks like it's going to be a good season. We had a good game, which is go Hawks. After that shit, he asking for a fucking trade. His agent out here, this shit, he don't want to be in Seattle no more.
When was the last time he won a Super Bowl? We're not asking that shit. When was the last time Russell won a fucking Super Bowl?
Oh, no. Fuck the Super Bowl. When was the last time he got past the first round of the playoffs?
Speak the shit.
He said he done So what? So what? Oh, look. See why we got to go there, Jazz. Jazzy said he would have been with a white woman.
Now, that white woman was not. She was not. He upgraded. Okay. He did upgrade. But would he have been with a white woman? Would he have necessarily been with a white woman if he had not been with Sierra?
None of y'all wanted Russell when he was in Wisconsin.
Y'all didn't want Russell. Y'all didn't want comb over Russell. Y'all didn't want comb over Russell. Y'all didn't want him. Y'all didn't want him there. Sure didn't. Y'all didn't want Russell until he looked like he was going to brunch on Saturday afternoons with the slick back.
Just like Omari Hardwick said, none of y'all wanted him before he was Ghost.
Y'all
didn't want him before he was Ghost.
Y'all sure didn't.
Now look, now that he's St. Patrick.
Well, really, now he got to fuck everybody on power.
Exactly. Now y'all, why he with a white woman?
He is. Omari is with a white woman.
I know. I'm saying, like, all them saying now, like, why he with a white woman? Why he married white? Because none of y'all motherfuckers.
Y'all wasn't exactly. Y'all probably wasn't showing him no love at all until he became Ghost season 3. It wasn't even season 1. It wasn't even season 1. Y'all had to wait till season 3.
Now you know what it was. They saw him blowing Angela back out.
That's what it was.
And that's when they were like, how dare he do this? How dare he spend all this good energy on this white woman?
Yeah, and then what they did was they went back and saw what he did to Tasha, right? And how he tried to give it to Tasha, and then now y'all really got mad when he muffed Tasha in the head. Said it's your fault.
He said, "Look, Mia talking about he been with her before Power. Exactly,
He was.
exactly. He was with
Right.
her because none of y'all motherfuckers wanted him.
Y'all didn't want him.
Y'all didn't want him.
Y'all didn't want him. Y'all didn't want him till he was Ghosts.
He been around for a minute too.
Y'all don't remember him in the Floetry video. Y'all don't remember him in the Floetry video.
Oh
No.
nah. He blew Gabrielle Union back out first on her show.
Dang, who ain't Ghost got? He got fancy pants. He got
No.
Francesca Monroe.
Hey, he got everybody.
He got everybody.
He got 3LW. Promises.
I'm saying, sorry, you broke it, pepper.
Yeah, look, y'all didn't want him till he was Ghost, and then he doing poetry slams on Tank album and shit.
You know, y'all didn't want him.
Y'all didn't want him.
Y'all didn't want Omari until he became Ghost. And that's wrong. And so y'all can't get mad at Russell or Sierra.
Oh shit.
You know, but his production has gone down, right? Ever since he started wearing Hermes belts and Chelsea boots, his production has not been the same.
Hey,
It hasn't. You know,
now he just in the God. Why?
I prayed this. I did.
God, why?
I did.
You sent her goodies, and I can't. Why?
Why?
Just why?
Can you give me back my New Balances, Levi's, and my Hawaiian shirt?
I just want some Wranglers
That's it.
and a Bahama. What was it? What is it?
Tommy Bahama.
Tommy Bahama.
Tommy Bahama. I'll even take some Jordashes. Just give me back my powers. That boy was mom-starred. She took his powers.
Got him out here looking. Nah, I ain't gonna go that far. Got him out here looking like Kanye and Kim. Okay. Speaking of that shit. I think. Look, hey, Kanye. Look, hey, when Nick Cannon said a little something, you know, he lightweight, quote unquote, check. You know, Nick Cannon. They talked and squashed it out. When, well, you know, ain't nobody, the game gonna say whatever the fuck he want to say or whatever.
True.
You know, he done fucked everybody according to his songs. But I think Kanye need to take heed to this song real quick. You know, it's an old country song. Mm-hmm. It goes, know when to hold 'em,
Man.
know when to fold 'em,
Know when to fold them.
know when to walk away, know when to run. You gotta count your when you're sitting at the table. So, obviously, you know, we've heard the song Easy.
Yeah.
Game featuring, you know, Kanye, and he was like, I felt God saved me from that wreck to beat Pete Davidson's ass.
Did he?
Kanye. Hey, Kanye. Or Ye, as he like to call it. Or as the woke people say, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Pete Davidson is a fucking comedian.
Yeah.
That's one. Number one. 2, he's a fucking comedian on Saturday Night Live.
Oh.
And he already got you.
Oh, man.
Kanye, please stop.
Just stop.
Because next week, I'm pretty sure Saturday Night Live is going to turn this into a
It's already
weekly
into a skit. Oh, it's
You
a
done
skit.
moved across the fucking...
Yeah. Yeah.
And Pete got him, look, it was so clever the way he did the shit. Because he was like, Kanye talking about, this is me off meds. He was like, no, take them. I do. He was like, that's good. Look, but he basically talking about, you know, mental illness is nothing to play around with.
Right.
Take your fucking meds, this and the other. And then obviously his, you know, co-star in that, you know. And that skit was like, is there anything you would like to, you know, get across or say like to Kanye? And he was like, I'll say this in the language that he knows. And pulls out a fucking red hat. And it says, It says, make Kanye 2006 again.
Oh my gosh. Done.
Kanye.
Done.
Kanye.
Don't do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Know when to hold on. This what, bruh. Hey, you got your new little toothpick on your arm,
Jeez.
and then he's giving them ammunition.
Oh, absolutely.
You and your lawyer
Absolutely.
went to look for Ray J's old laptop that has Kim's original sex tape on it.
Damn. The old laptop.
Yes.
Damn. That bitch was probably a Dell.
And that was a Macintosh.
It was a man.
Macintosh with a floppy
Shit.
disk.
That bitch had the CD drive in that hoe.
Yo.
Damn, Kanye, man, just let the shit be, man.
Just let it be.
Just let it be, man. You're just doing a little too much, dog. Just let it be, brother.
Just let that shit be, Kanye, all right? But, you know, we're a little extended today, so let's go ahead and get into black-owned business.
Let's do it. All right. Our Black-Owned Business is brought to you by our partners and sponsors, Assist For You, that will take care of all of your small business needs and your social media needs. Make sure you check them out at www.assistforyou.com. Our Black-Owned Business of the Week comes straight out of DeSoto, Texas. You see it right here on the screen. Accessory Junkie right there in DeSoto, Texas. Make sure that you go check them out. You go to shopaccessoryjunkie.com and you can buy everything that you need online. They have all sorts of types of accessories for the women and fellas. If you need to buy something for your woman, you can make sure that you go and check it out. Again, that is Accessory Junkie. Go to shopaccessoryjunkie.com, and that is this week's Black Owned Business.
It's a good one.
Yes, sir.
It's a good one. It's a good one. You know, speaking of good, and we've been talking about all this ratchet shit, you know, today. The music of the week. Music of the week. You already know how this goes, people. You already know how this goes. IG, don't worry, I got y'all. IG.
Yes, sir.
We're going to play this shit for a second, and we're going to come back and talk about it. All right? So,
sat up on the stand, told a lie straight to the honor. Old enough to be your daddy, young enough to fuck your mama. All the shit that I have done, I cannot believe in karma. Old enough to be your daddy, young enough to fuck your mama. Young enough to fuck your sister, young enough to fuck your auntie. I ain't messing with your granny, I just jugged the item Xanax. I'm a beast, I'm a dog, got a motherfucking addict. Nigga tell them pull them up, drop the motherfucking addict. Take my shot, just like Marcus Camp. I'm so hot they fanning. I got meals out of Def Jam, I got meals out Atlantic. Niggas know my flow like my crib. This shit full of granite. Strip club clothes, get a OnlyFans. Little bitch, don't you panic. Got a yard that's so damn big, I ordered 30 hammers. Niggas claim they got a tool and never used a hammer. I been set the standard, I've been repped Atlanta, slept in up Cabana, Dolce & Gabbana, Louis V bandana. Woo. I just sat up on the stand, straight to the honor.
Old enough to, young enough to fuck your All the shit that I've done, I could not believe in karma. Look, Mia look like she gave that dancing. She gave that dancing emoji. Look like she over there twerking and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Jazzy, you hear fine because I put the headphones up to the shit so y'all can hear. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, but music of the week, people. Got it. Look, hey, I give y'all a lot of fucking R&B shit and a lot of country shit, but you know sometimes I do like to you know go over to the ratchet side. So today's music comes from none other than Titty Boy. See if y'all don't know that.
Oh man!
If y'all don't know that shit, Titty Boy, brown paper bag. There you go. Oh, she said when I took it away, she still could hear it. Can you hear it now? See? See?
She can still hear it.
Look, live video in it because it contains music. I told you they were gonna do that shit. But
They closed it.
yeah, they closed it.
Nah,
That's okay.
It's cool.
It's all right. But the music this week comes from none other than Titty Boy, aka 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
$1 million worth of game
Nice.
is the EP. $1 million worth of game is the EP. All right.
Love it.
So, $1 million worth of game. It's about 7 tracks on there.
Okay.
By
okay.
seven.
About Salma.
By 7. Same number as Love Cobain. Just gonna say that. But 7 tracks on there.
All
You know, he has a little variety. You know, he
Like 2 Chainz.
Yeah, he has a little variety. You know, he's gonna talk his shit.
Yeah.
You know, so go cop that. Go cop that.
2 Chainz. I dig it.
Yes.
I dig it. It's gonna be dope.
Oh yeah. That's what. I'm gonna start answering. I'm gonna start answering the fucking phone like that. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna start answering like Jacquees, like how he started his national anthem. Oh Jose.
Look. Let me stop.
Oh Jose.
No, let me stop because you know I am on that side of the spirits. You know, so me like, oh yeah, and look, I'll end up coming with something else behind it.
Look at you.
And then motherfuckers be like, okay, so I'm just gonna like, what did you want? What you want? You know what? It's just slipped from my mind right now.
I don't want it.
I'll get back. I'll get back to you. Get back to you later. Just it's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You know. Hey yo, IG. I told y'all what the fuck they were gonna do. Whatever. I told y'all what the fuck they were gonna do. That's why, if you notice, that's why I like playing or giving y'all new fucking artists that nobody like that y'all really don't know, because we'll talk about the machine later.
Not the machine.
We'll talk about the machine.
The machine.
We'll talk about the machine later. All right. You know. So all that beautiful content lost. It's okay.
It's okay.
That just means that y'all have to go to Spotify.
Yep.
Apple Podcast.
Boom.
Audible.
Boom.
iHeartRadio.
Yep.
Did I say Pandora?
Nope.
Did I say Google?
Nope.
Google Podcast, that is.
Yep.
Apple Podcast.
Yep.
You know, and as well as go to. Yes, yes, Jazzy. IG be hating like a motherfucker.
They do.
That's why we tell y'all. That's why we tell y'all to come over here.
Go to the Facebook.
Go to the book.
Go to the book. Even though we know they ran by the same 2 motherfuckers.
Exactly.
But go to the book.
Go to the book. You can hear every fucking
Everything.
thing.
You can hear and you can see everything if you go to the book.
Yeah, Jazz.
Go to the book, you can see everything.
Yeah, see, look, Jazzy over here. So, Jazzy, when you hear me say, like in Lyric Lounge, when I say, y'all already know when y'all hear that.
Bang.
You hear all that shit.
Yeah, you can hear that.
You can hear all that shit over here. Or I didn't want it to, you know.
I know, I just wanted to give you a little bit.
I know. So, Mia. IG hating and shit. It's okay, though.
It's
all
okay.
right. It's all right. Go to Facebook.
Yep.
Go to Facebook and boycott the motherfucker. No, I'm joking. We love you. All right, so any other particular? I was about to say, and also go like, follow,
Yes.
and share.
Yes.
Midweek_vibe on
Yes.
IG. It's 2 words on Facebook, so it's just midweek and vibe
That's it.
on Facebook. On Twitter, it is midweek vibe. All one word. Star at midweek vibe.
Boom.
On TikTok, it is
Same thing.
midweek vibe.
Midweek vibe.
You know,
That's it. You
That's
type
it.
in midweek vibe, Wee's gonna come up.
Yes, Ashley Marcel was good. Also, go to www.midweekvibes, put an S on the end, .com.
Yep.
We're going to play that again. I like that track.
That was a good track.
It is. It is. You know. Yeah, go to midweekvibes.com or whatever right there. Get all the fucking merch. IG.
Look at
And
that.
Facebook. Y'all seeing it first. I wish I had a fucking thing. New merch alert.
New merch alert.
New merch alert. It's the vibe. It's the vibe over everything.
Vibe over everything.
Vibe over everything. Now officially up on midweekvibes.com.
Yes, it is.
Just go to the merch. Just go to the merch and, you know.
Go get it.
You know. Ladies, it's Hot Girl Summer coming.
Right?
You know.
Black History Month is next month.
Black History.
For 5 days. So make sure you buy black midweek.
Yes.
Buy black.
Buy black. Shirt is so fitting for Black History.
It is.
It's our vibe over everything.
Boom.
There you go.
Boom.
You know, like you said, get it before Black History is over.
It's over with.
Next week.
Next week. On January 2nd.
Because y'all going to be worried about Valentine's. Then y'all going to be worried about, you know, look, NBA All-Star.
NBA, right? All-Star.
Then y'all going to be worried about
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be worried about, look, President's Day or some bullshit.
Right. President's Day is in February too. Yeah. So get your merch.
Get your merch. Get it.
Get it.
All right. If there's nothing else,
Nothing else.
may we stand.
Boom, boom.
It's been another episode of Midweek Vibe. I'm your boy Cole Bain. That is Draper Winston.
I am.
Until next Wednesday. It was Russell Wilson's prayer. God damn it. Peace.